My dad was a sax player, and he was a really good sax player. And he was, back in the day, he was in all the jazz bands and all that stuff, because that was the music everybody listened to when he was young. And I want to be like my dad, you know. I want to be in a band like my dad did. But he wouldn't let me do saxophone. He made me learn clarinet, because then I would know saxophone automatically, according to him. So, but that's the real reason why I started, is my dad. When I got to high school, I had a phenomenal high school band director. And he was, other than my dad, he's probably the second biggest influence of my life. He was like a second father and a real mentor to me and an inspiration. And I wanted to be able to give to students what he gave to me. And so that was the reason to get into it there. It was a real love of trying to give people what was given to me. The number one piece of advice: learn to be a good musician. You can't teach your students to be a good musician if you're not a good musician. And sometimes students that want to be music educators don't worry about becoming the best musician they could be. They think all they got to do is learn how to teach. But the problem with that attitude, Sydney, is that if you don't worry about how musical you are, then what you're teaching might be totally wrong or very faulty. And it's over and over in my life I've seen where the students that work hard to become the best musician, they become the best teachers. Oh gosh, I got a million stories, but some of them I can't say too well. Let's see. My first years here, we're down at Florida. The trip's similar to the one we just took a few weeks ago. And everybody's all excited, and everybody's on this one balcony on the hotel. There's like 40 people on this little tiny hotel balcony. I'm like, that thing's going to fall down, and I'm screaming up at them and all that. But, you know, it's funny now. It wasn't funny at the time. It's just been amazing how many neat times. But the good thing is I've been fortunate to have such great students. I live for students like you and Allie and all those great people we've had, you know. Gosh, I feel so lucky. Unfortunately, sometimes I focus on the bad ones too much, and it gets me down, and I need to make sure I keep thinking about the good ones, you know what I'm saying? Because you guys are the ones that make my heart swell big. So that's the good stuff right there.